As a first entry, I feel overwhelmed with sorting things by level of importance, and with discerning through the best order of divulgence. Where y'all at right now, where I'm at right now, where's God at right now, is a manageable breakdown. But I'm starting to look more in depth, whether it's from personal readiness to delve in, or from the weight of responsibility being asked of me to take on. I'm starting for the realm of depth of God considerations. Writing will reshape the reticular patterns of questions that rule my mind's eye into a more organized linear one that makes progress a viable option again. Small and large patterns are to be considered vigorously, while reflecting and anticipating with brave hearts. Currently, it's hard to think about anything else or consider worldly things when I'm about to manifest a second Christmas. Fear on every level rules me, while hope on every level is close behind. What does this mean for us, for me, for God? Conception, June 18th, 2016. That alone will stump us forever, while it breaks us momentarily. We as a person of people are challenged beyond belief, understanding, and reason. If you ever struggled with a virgin birth almost 218 years ago, now you got an even tougher possibility to wrap your head around. If water into wine seems insignificant, you do not understand the mother's importance in the son's life. If love at first sight was ridiculous, now is the time to refocus on the spiritual realm of possibility that human connection occurs on simultaneously. If healing the sick doesn't have a science to it, let's rethink and adopt instead of deny. If extraterrestrials aren't amongst us, reconsider God's reach. Let's do our best to keep up and compassionately guess along the experience of God's revealing nature, so as to be corrected and further shown the way, directly, finally. God understands if it feels like it's too late. It was literally almost too late. Welcome to the billions of hearts that have trudged along, dry as hell in the heaviness of darkness, despite our greatest efforts to feed off the streams of promised hope. Not one person can deny indulging in denial of God, even if only momentarily. I'm here to cure that dreadful void, not only literally, but intentionally as well. I'm tired as hell, and I'm growing and hungry. And I cry too much. I got a massage today and released the physical burdens of God, of being, of creating another. I cried the entire time. My self-identity, being who I am, is coming face to face with the 100 pounds I've gained by creating another. And it's messy on the inside and out, with side effects including emotions. I have to keep up, show up, and give all I can at all times. Exhaustion is a coherent term. What I feel daily is literally chaos contained on the brink of defeat. I'm experiencing humility in its honesty, not just in its simple truth. In other words, I'm faced with the task of becoming an ideal person instead of a realistic woman. It's a reshaping that's unpractical, unrelatable, and feels unnatural. But the growth is almost tangible in my heart's chambers. What twists my heart and soothes my heart have to be reprogrammed and forever continue to be retweaked and tuned. I suggest that you start with your reprogramming ASAP, since it leads to a godly freedom from worldly darkness. In order to know God, you have to know, and later be willing to understand, why God needs this incubation to be successful. All I know is, God knows how much this defies me, and is asking of my will to be His, my heart to bend over backwards for it, because God needs my help, regardless of my reasons. But why is a question with an answer I can't seem to understand. So I try to delve into the depths of what matters to God. What does God prioritize given its immense love for me? This is what I've found. God has fears and has been witnessed to have intolerances. But mostly and most importantly, God is at ease with understanding of all things. This last bit is the unreachable part of God. Its ability to forgive and grace us because it simply understands where we came from and where we could be going is unparalleled. It fears for us around every corner of decision making that we come up to, and it plays out as its intolerances through reflections of unsustainability in our life. God is both joy and the weight of knowledge. And sometimes these crash in through you almost all at once. And it's pure magic, and some level of responsibility is ignited due to the pure privilege of knowing God at all. God is your tears of truth in every pleasurable and miserable direction. It's an extreme. It's the end game to direct that extreme into longevity in the right direction. But most importantly, God is more than worth it.